Hey everybody, it's Drew. I've gotten some requests to make some werewolf gameplay. Not everybody that I've talked to has found out how to become a werewolf yet, but I managed to find it out. It's actually related to one of the guilds in the game, so I'll give you a hint on that one. But I figured I'd at least show you some gameplay of it.
Be so much easier.
As you can see there, some of your power attacks have the ability to knock around your opponents, which can come in pretty handy, especially when you're, say, fighting on a bridge like this.
I can take you.
Werewolf has a lot of pros, not as many cons as I figured, as the way that they did Vampire from Oblivion. But the pros are a lot of strength, speed, increased health. You seem to take just about as much damage as you would normally. So sometimes if the monsters are definitely dangerous, you still want to keep an eye on your health. Eating corpses can help recover your health after you've killed them, so that's always something to keep in mind. Also, there's the sprint, as you can see right there. When you sprint in Werewolf, it's a definite speed increase. It's about the same speed as riding a horse as so far in the game right now. The only con that I've really found is, there's a couple. First being that you cannot get rested EXP if you're a werewolf, like at all. So resting or sleeping will not be able to give you the rested EXP bonus. 2, you'll be able to see in a little bit that I can't pick up any items. So if you're in the middle of a quest or in an area where there's a lot of loot, you'll have to wait till werewolf form wears off before you're actually able to loot anything. A little bit of a hindrance, but it's nothing that kills the fun of being a werewolf.
This ends now.
Just like this moment right here. Definitely fun to be a werewolf in this game. But like I said, there's only really 2 downsides, and so I don't see the downside to not playing as one, or the upside to not playing as one. The power attacks are a little bit different depending on what you're doing. Running power attacks are basically a one-arm swing that's really efficient at knocking over your opponents, as well as the standing power attack is more like a multi-combo attack, which if your enemy is nice enough to stand still while you use it, it can pretty much just end their day. And as you can also see, werewolf form tends to last a while, which can be a pro and con depending on the situation. If there's not a lot of enemies and you're only using it for 1 or 2 really strong enemies, can be a downside because the fight will be over before you're able to leave the form, so you have to wait a while before you'll be able to loot anything. But as you can see, as you narrow down near to the end of it, you'll start to get a little bit of a flash there. And there you go. I'll be posting more videos of Skyrim gameplay here soon.